just in case.
Okay.
All he needed was a little push. That was it.
Yeah.
Little push.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
A Martini production.
Chatter that matters.
Unlike all those little pansy asses nowadays.
What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday, November 11th. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy Veterans and Remembrance Day today. Huge shout out to all the veterans and currently active troops. Thank you for all you guys do. And yeah, today's for you. So appreciate you guys. Vision, what's going on, man? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, and today was good too. Got some work done, spent time with my son, and picked up my daughter early, and got done with the gym. So everything's great today. Thanks for asking. How was your weekend?
Really great. Yeah, was it really great? Okay,
yeah, I got to spend some time with you on Sunday. You know, best friends. That's what we do.
When there's a piece of you that I know suffers internally when you don't speak to me. Like if there's a day that goes by and we don't say a word to each other, I know you suffer. I feel it.
Same like feeling when I have with my girl when I was here for a couple of days.
You get like yeah, it's withdrawal. It's like a withdrawal.
What fucking Days of Our Lives bullshit are we listening?
Yeah, I was gonna say all this yapping going on.
Wow, you actually know Days of Our Lives? I'm surprised.
Suck each other off backstage. We're like, oh,
hey, don't bash Days of Our Lives, man.
Bro, my dad watches Days of Our Lives since he was like 16.
Yeah, my mother. That's her thing.
Yeah, that's like the longest running TV show, right? Or the sitcom.
Some shit like that. Yeah, I remember growing up, and he would have the VHS tapes recording the damn show because him and my mom, like when they first met and stuff, they would just watch that. So he just kept it continuing to this day.
Yeah, that and like Montevilla. Like the Latin version of it. Cool.
Oh yeah, no.
That's telenovelas.
Telenovela, Chapo.
Everybody on Montevilla is fine. I'm talking about like the janitor even looks like a model. Like
all right, so
that's where you can faint in Spanish.
Real talk. My grandmother used to watch this one called Dos Mujeres Un Camino, and it had Eric Estrada from Chips on there. But like Vision was saying, like everybody was like drop dead gorgeous, and arbitrarily people would just have shotguns walking around in public like this.
Yeah, sounds about right. Filmed in Texas. D-Rock, what's going on, D-Rock? Happy Monday, man. Love in the background again. What's going on?
Yeah, thanks. Not much, man. Just it was a Monday, but luckily we're here. We got something cool to do on Monday night, so
I'm ready. Something to start the week off, right? Monday suck, but we got to start it off the right way.
Yeah, for sure.
Glad you could be here, Piggy. What's going on, Piggy?
Man,
weekend was good.
It went by far too quickly. I think I'm gonna be taking some time off of work so I can get caught up on some things. I got about 3 weeks of vacation to burn out before the end of the year, and we have a use it or lose it type of policy. And when I tell you I'm behind on everything, I have no idea what was even shown on the Prime One showcase. Zero idea.
Use it or lose it. That's a work thing or a home thing?
Mm-hmm. No, that's a work thing. They're like, hey, you've allotted this much time. But yeah, if it was a home thing, I would have lost it a long time ago.
Okay, yeah. I know Vision lost it, so Vega, what's going on? Yeah, man.
That's the label on his paddle room door. Use it or lose it.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
I know, right?
How you doing, Vega?
I'm fine. I don't really remember what I did this weekend, but I guess it happened.
It's a blur. These days are just meshing together at this point.
And it's pretty much just a streak of blur until the holiday.
Which is around the block, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I went to the mall on the weekend and Psycho's already. packed. Doing what? I don't know what.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that this year. Nope. Oh, thanks.
No?
I go cut my Christmas down, my Christmas tree down in 2 weeks, and that's the most I'm gonna do. I told the wife.
I don't like when you get there and they act like it's a lot of stuff for little kids. Boys, there's only one little section. That should take 10 minutes. There's like 3 different colored jeans. What color does he need? Like, I'm all right, man, dude. And then I look at the price, it's like $15. You mean I'm sitting here making life decisions for 15? You better get all 4 of them. Maybe girl, let's get up out of here. Like,
just even order it online. That's the point I'm at.
Yeah.
But glad you can make it, Vega. Alan, what's going on?
Hey, good to be with you guys tonight. It's always fun on Mondays. My weekend was pretty blah. Really didn't do very much. Just kind of did a couple projects around the house. But today was fun. The Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile arrived.
Wow. And we're unboxing it live. Surprise, guys.
No, we're not. You know,
you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the. You're waiting for the custom shells, right?
Yeah, a couple more weeks, those will be done. But
awesome.
I was surprised at how heavy this thing is.
Yeah.
The box, it's got to weigh. The box is like 50, 55 pounds.
Oh yeah, I watched the Adam Savage Tested episode where they cracked that bad boy open. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Anything else in the pipeline that's supposed to be coming in soon?
Oh, dude, there's always something in the pipeline.
Beautiful.
I think the next thing to be rolling in, hopefully by the end of the year, is going to be the Queen Terminator bust.
Oh, Terminator bust. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That looks really good.
Oh, Terminator bust. Yeah.
T2 bust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that. Glad you could make it, man.
Well, thanks.
Let's see who's in the chat. Mr. Popo, good to see you. Happy Monday. We got Bats in the Belfry. Tuesday for Mr. Popo, actually. We got D stopping by. What's going on? Snoke. Great to see you, Santino. Who else here? We got Random Korean. How's it going, man? Theo, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Every evening, everyone. Holy smoke. How good was that Penguin series finale? No spoilers, please, because I'm hearing it was fantastic, and I still have to catch up on all those episodes. Alex, good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you got the day off. The main man, Slifer, good to see you, brother. How's it going? Kenzie, happy Monday. Star Wars Addict, what's going on, Jeff? Great to see you. We got Figure Kong. Who else we have in here? Rocket Punch. Good evening to you. Figure Kong, Damiano. Happy Monday, guys. The main man. We got Timba stopping by. And our guy, X-Men Exclusives. Anthony, what's going on? What's good, everyone? One more month till Christmas shopping. I need my X-Men presents. Can you just fathom? Or one more month till Christmas? I cannot even sit down and think about that. Can't even think about that. Kato, what's going on, Kato? This year was a complete blur. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight?
Past. Let's talk about our past, John. Let's talk about
our past. I think we should talk about our past.
You started off with your wild story.
You started off. Well, it all started behind bars.
Oh, dudes. Oh, man.
No, but yeah, it's been a wild week. We got that Prime 1 showcase that I think we're going to be talking about till Christmas, because was pretty big. It was pretty cool to see a lot of the stuff. What's his name? Jay's overseas at some show. He's having some LBS show with a whole bunch of the DC stuff on display. Look at some of those pictures. Anyone in the chat, let us know if you have any topics you like us to cover.
Hey, John, Mark had a comment that he posted a few days ago. I don't know if anyone's addressed it yet, but it said, "Is Prime 1 only targeting the elite collector? And is this a smart move in today's climate?" And that was from Mark Books.
Mr. Books, yeah, in the Facebook group. What's going on, Rob Barnes? How's it going, brother? Let me see if I can pull it up. That was a very good topic. What do you think, Piggy? If you want to kick it off.
I only saw the initial one. I haven't saw the part 2 one, other than I think like 1 or 2 pieces that Vision has sent me. Like I saw the dog alien, so I have to go back and watch it. But in part 1, I don't know if they're necessarily, just speaking on part 1, if they're targeting the elite collector, but I think they're expanding to cover a demographic that they don't normally cater to, because part 1 was like all anime, and that's good for a huge portion of our community, because on most of the shows that we have, we talk about basically like Marvel, DC, some horror here and there, but there are a lot of anime people out there, not just like Buck and Anime Emperor Slifer. I think Vega even is into anime, so I think it was smart to expand the demographic. I did see, when I saw the price on the dog alien, just speaking for the 1 or 2 pieces I saw for part 2 of the showcase, those prices, just from what I can remember, they look like they were starting to climb up there, but at the same time, maybe it's worth it for what you're getting, because without XM really being in the mix anymore, I don't know who else is giving us the type of, other than customs, who else is giving us the type of pieces that Prime 1 is giving us when they finally give it to us.
What do you think, Vision?
Is
Is Prime 1 targeting the elite collector? Smart move? Is it a smart move in today's climate? That's coming from Mr. Books.
Well, I think we got to see the pricing before we have to really answer that, because we just speculating it will be very, very high. So it might not be as high as we think, because it'd be crazy to bring that Kratos out at 3K. That's some jungle hunter pricing, like the Predator pricing. So I don't really see people who want to pay like 3K unless you're a diehard fan, I guess, and it's one and done type of thing. But I wouldn't, because I would want Thor too. So I'm not paying 6K for those two. You know, they had to be priced well. Yeah,
fair enough. We know the price is going to go up a little bit. It's been alluded to already.
Yeah, and the base is like overly done too. Like it's a lot of detail on that base though. So I don't mind paying a little bit more, but don't make it like 2.5 or something like that. Like if they want to sell, I think they want to sell a lot, man. For the regular, if they can make it like 1850, 1750 to 1850, and then for the deluxe, 2000 to 2.1, that'd be cool.
Would you trade price point, a higher price point, for a lower ES?
I wouldn't.
No, I don't care about ES like that. No, what do you consider lower? 30?
No. I would say like let's say 150 at a more expensive price point versus, let's say, 1,000.
Nah, I don't. Nah, you can put another 150 and then drop it down for another 500. I don't bother me. Alan can get it as well. D-Rock can get it. We all be open up together. Don't bother me. Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
But if you get it, then yeah, I'd rather pay.
I'll make sure I get it.
So my question is, what exactly is an elite collector? Like when we're using that term, are we talking about a price point? Are we just saying at a certain dollar figure per statue, you're an elite?
The guy made a comment in another group talking about the polystone is like, I guess, better quality, better QC issues. And then my problem is, so you mean like if I don't buy that statue and I buy like something else that doesn't have elite, that means you guys don't care? We get bullshit, like we get like trash. So I think he worded that wrong to me.
That's why I think D-Rock. Yeah, like I think that's what Mark's alluding to. He's using the word elite in the sense that that's what Prime's using to name this new line, right? The elite master line.
I feel like they've always kind of been that way, though. Hasn't Prime 1 kind of always been on the higher end? And especially
cream of the crop kind of thing?
Cream of the crop. That you're paying more for, I guess, better QC, better paint, better sculpts, supposedly. You know, more intricate base designs or texturing, etc. I mean, and XM tried to like kind of compete with that too, but on a smaller scale. But I think Prime 1 was always kind of, I don't know if we want to call it elite collector, but they've always been at the top of the price range. Let's put it that way. They're definitely always at a higher end of the price range. So if we're going to use that as the basis to start with, I mean, lower ES and higher price is definitely Prime 1's kind of target.
Timba saying a typical Prime 1 piece is going to be 1,200 plus without shipping.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're targeting the upper percentages. Jeff, happy Monday. Hope you're doing well from the Secret Sanctuary. I'm interested in how Prime 1 is going to price their quarter scale Trinity, the Alex Ross Trinity. Yeah,
and I'm interested in how they're going to price the quarter scale Final Fantasy stuff too. Because I mean, like,
if that's what Square Enix, good luck.
Yeah, I know. It's like you're going to come out with $3,000 quarter scales. Like how? I just don't.
Where else do you get it? Where else can you get it?
I don't know. I'm still not
download a picture and print it out. That's where you get it.
I'm not. I mean, when you come out with a certain price, I'm not going to get it anyway. So, because it's just at that point, it's. I mean, you would have to like something enough to say, I'm willing to not get this many other pieces that I want to get, in order to then like take a sacrifice of my collection to get that specific piece. Isn't it? And it's not like it's like my favorite thing of all time. So definitely no. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, there's got to be a point where I get it. This huge Predator statue, which is like 40 inches or whatever, with an intricate base and all this stuff, is a lot of money. I get that. But some of this stuff, when you start scaling stuff down and you're doing smaller scale and you're doing figures that don't require as much of the paintwork and texture and all that, all the stuff that you usually would say you're putting all the money and effort into, the design, the engineering, very simple statues, very simple, like, dynamic, just not crazy dynamic. They're not doing anime dynamism for these statues. So it's like, it's a pretty simple statue. Why is it going to be $3,000? You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm not saying it's going to be that. I'm just saying, hopefully not.
Speculating. Yeah. Like, I think they've been pretty fair with pricing in their quarter for what you're saying when it comes to the more basic, like Alfred at a quarter at $5.99. Flashpoint Batman at $7.99.
Flashpoint Batman was good. Yeah, that wasn't bad. But it's like when they put those in a showcase at one point, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they were in there too, and everybody was speculating, this is going to be, over 1,000, blah blah blah. But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So I guess you just depends on more factors than what we completely understand from our side of it.
How about yourself, Alan? Oh, sorry, dude. No, please.
No, you're good.
Okay. How about yourself, Alan?
Well, the way I'm understanding the question, I'm kind of getting the impression that he means the elite collector. In other words, collectors with deep pockets, that they don't care
Alan,
how much.
He's referring to you, Alan. Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, you got the
email. You're talking about edition size sometimes with Prime 1 and price point, but let's not forget the Jungle Hunter DX bonus version. They made 999 of those. They're priced at over $3,000 each.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You can't judge that because it's going to be a low edition size, it's going to be a high price. Sometimes with Prime 1, it's going to be a high edition size and still a high price. I don't know that Prime 1 is for everyone. I think that when I first started collecting, it was Sideshow, and their price point is geared towards the, I don't know, call it the everyday collector.
Wow.
And
at least he didn't say the other one.
No.
you know.
Yeah. So, I don't know that they're for the elite. I don't think so. I mean, if you got the money and you want to get that $3,000-$4,000 piece, go for it. If you don't, then jump in their quarter scale line, and you can get a nice quarter scale dial Batman versus Killer Croc for what is it, $1,600? It's a couple $100 more than Ghost Rider from quarter scale from Sideshow. But I think you're getting a lot more for your money with the Prime 1 piece as far as sculpt, paint, attention to detail.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's
it's all about, again, how much money do you want to spend? And I don't think that they're targeting, let's say, just the collector with deep pockets. That's the short answer. I don't think so.
I think they're just making collectors think twice about what they're ordering and making them pivot in their plans. A lot more a reduction in essential pre-orders, essentially.
This last showcase, a lot of pieces there I really liked. there's only 2 that I'm focusing on that I probably will get. So,
Yeah.
Is Dog Alien one, Alan?
pardon me?
Is the Dog Alien one of the pieces?
Dog Alien is one, and Treebeard is the other.
Oh, Treebeard is so beautiful, and that's quarter. That's crazy. The size of that thing, but that's gonna
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over 5 feet tall at quarter scale.
That's gonna be badass.
Oh wow.
Awesome, Jerry. My apologies. How you doing, man? Happy Monday. How's everything going?
Pretty good. Happy I was able to make this one.
Glad you can make it, man.
What's up, Jerry?
What's up, Biggie? Been a while.
I know, right?
Alex saying, "Got to be picky. Instead of getting 3 sideshow, you get 1 elite prime 1."
Yeah.
Kenzie saying, "Prime 1, you're always gonna pay more. It's a house name, a big name and brand with top of the top artwork coming out for storage statues." D saying Prime 1's very first statue release was 2K. They had a target market from the jump. Yeah.
Yeah, once you open up that box, man, like people who never had a Prime 1, never seen a Prime 1, man, my first Prime 1 was probably my second statue I opened up, and I just never went back. I thought, nah. If I'm gonna spend, I'd rather have nothing than lie to myself. I'd rather just save up and then get the more expensive one. But
That's
again,
kinda
I do Kratos, but I'm not gonna spend. I am not gonna spend 3K on it because I'm okay with that 1/4 of the Kratos, the dial.
That's kind of what Theodore said. He would rather have one really good Prime 1 piece than a couple of average to middle range pieces from other companies.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Stanley? Yeah, he said that right here. Stanley says a good point too. Smart to target rich collectors. They buy despite the economy. I don't know. I think with Prime 1, it's actually before I say my thing. Vega, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't think PCS is targeting anyone different than they were targeting 2 years ago. When I think, and again, I understand the term elite is very subjective, right? When I think elite, I think of the person buying the human-sized Optimus Prime for $18,000 from Queen Studios, right? I think of these, but that's elite to me, right? But the thing is that Prime 1's prices are already averaging between 1,000 and 1,500. Their edition sizes are already low. The half of their edition sizes announced for this year are under 250. They're already there. It's already low edition sizes. The person who's going to pay $3,000 for a statue is the same person who's going to be able to pay $4,000 for a statue. They're not necessarily eliminating anybody from their market. I think if anything, Prime 1 is saying a bit of screw, maybe not screw, that's a harsh word, but we're not as concerned about new collectors coming in, people trying to get their feet wet in the statue hobby. They're okay continuing to sell to the people who are already dishing out these larger funds rather than trying to come in at a price point that is a bit more appealing to those who are window shopping, which is what Sideshow has always been, that gateway, right? Prime 1's not concerned with that. They know who their market is. They sell their shit. It's always been higher priced than others, and they're just continuing to do that. Now, until we truly see what this real elite masterline markup will be, even when that happens, I just don't think it's going to be such a markup that it's going to eliminate whoever was in the market initially for whatever piece that was. End scene.
Star Wars Addict made a good point.
Actually, I don't have 4,000. No, I mean Prime 1. I spent a lot of 3,000 before, so I don't have 4. So
I like this point here. I think elite is anybody in chat, the panel. No disrespect, the people that are more casual, but one statue, maybe 2. I think anybody really spending money on this rock that we collect is in that elite target. That's to a certain degree, because it's like, we're spending a lot. Like Sideshow prices are hitting up 1,000. Like you said, even $1,000 to spend on a statue and having a collection is a lot when you really look at it. But Do you think that this Elite Master line is going to end up taking over their entire Master line? They're not going to have. I don't think they're going to have a Master line edition and then an Elite Master line edition.
But all their lines are Master line. They're all of them are. They're all their third scales and half scale. Their third scales are Museum Master line. Their half scales are High Definition Museum Master line. Their quarter scales are Premium Master line or Ultimate Premium Master line. They're all titled that way.
So you thinking this is a new category?
No, I mean it might be, but it's going to, at least as far as what we know with the statues that have been announced, it's covering both third and quarter thus far. There are third scale statues and quarter scale statues that are in there. So they have so it could just be a new labeling, right? But if it really is, as far as we know, just an improved way of doing the head sculpt, we don't know anything beyond that, which is something that I have come to really hate about the Prime 1 showcase. And I'll talk about that a different time. But if it's only going to be the head sculpt, then I don't think it needs to be its own line. I think you call it you call it your Ultimate Premium or whatever naming you already use, and then it just has that stamp as indicating that the head sculpt has this new way of doing it. Because if the rest of the statues essentially going to be done the same way that all the other statues are, I just don't think it warrants having its own labeling.
Wasn't it more marketing? Yeah,
I think it's just marketing.
I think it's a way to up the price of it.
Yeah. And it has people talking.
Yeah.
Like,
I do have to agree. I do have to say though, I think it's going to be. It touches on what Vision was talking about in the sense that it's like, well, then if this is Elite and the other stuff that you're putting out isn't Elite, how am I going to feel picking up the other stuff? Because it's not like they're doing that. I had mentioned this. It's not like they're doing what they did with Shumi Arts, and where they're releasing only like one piece a year, maybe two pieces, so that it's a special kind of like release. Pretty much everything that was shown on that showcase is this new line. So it's like, so what is this going to entail? I know your post, Vega, had mentioned like improved resin material and paint apps and stuff. I will admit, when they took that flashlight to that Kratos, that paint app looked stunning, and the sculpt looks stunning. But
I agree.
Is this just is what they're doing for this Elite Master line what we should just be receiving now, regardless of it being Elite or not?
Yes. So if you're going to increase a standard, then just increase your standard
overall.
If you are acknowledging that your shit wasn't up to par, right? I mean, it's not smart business. Smart business is what they're doing, right? They're going to squeeze out all the extra pennies they can. But if you're going to acknowledge, right? But if you're going to acknowledge that your shit has not been up to par, and now we're going to bring it up to par, just bring all your shit up to par. Just improve.
I don't even think overall. I don't even think that's what they're doing, though. I think it's a marketing tool, just for what exactly what you said.
At all?
No. I'm not saying there's no improvement, but there's a difference between saying they've made more improvement of what they had and their stuff wasn't up to par and they're making it more up to par. They were already up to par. Prime 1's like amazing stuff anyway. Of course. There's a difference. There's a difference between Ferrari saying, all right, we're going to do another elite Ferrari, the most elite Ferrari you've ever seen.
Sure.
That's pretty much what Prime 1's doing. But
I think
when they do
what
that,
J&D did. Where
exactly. There you go.
I forgot what they're called. These like they did it with the Wonder Woman and
Platinum.
Yeah, the whole platinum is like.
And
these are just a little bit better.
Yeah, it tends to go along with movie or likeness like pieces where you need ultra high detail, right? Usually in the face sculpt. So that's like what you're saying. Like what else are you doing? Because you're already doing a lot of detail in like the materials and the sculpt and everything and the outfits and the bases. So what could you do more? Well, you could make it look even better in the face if you're trying to make it look like a person or a character from a game that's a super high res game that's basically lifelike person.
Okay. Well, this is not the first time they're using this type of resin. They're half scale Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman from Justice League, that was that same type of resin. It's a translucent type of resin, and then they paint it, and it looks very realistic. So this is not their first dabble into that type of or that technique. My guess is they're seeing people pay 3,500, 3,000, whatever it is, or 2,600 for a third scale JND, and they're
That's
thinking
what it
to
is.
themselves, yeah. But
Yeah, but the
thing
problem is they're
JND
not using silicone here.
exactly. They're not using silicone. They're not using glass eyes. They're not using rooted hair. So they better be careful about how much money they try to stab everybody for these things.
Does look damn good though, right here though. Holy shit.
See, I feel like they're gonna come in just under enough under where, because J&D's prices have also been going up. I don't know if y'all, I'm sure Vega has paid attention to that, but it seems like every release they come out with is another $300 more than the last release or whatever, to the point where how much was the that Harley that just came out? I mean, that's climbing in the threes, right?
Well, yeah, that's part of the platinum line. So yeah, it's
well, that's what I'm saying. Which is the same thing they're doing here. Elite, platinum. You're putting a name on something so you can charge $500 more for it when it comes out.
Okay,
Right.
Look at the hair sculpt. They should we should have been getting this kind of hair sculpt on previous statues. Now all of a sudden they're going to give us a nice hair sculpt, and they're going to jack up the price. Well, to me, that's kind of insulting, but you know.
Well, the Superman's a good
elite.
example.
It's elite, Alan.
Yeah, it's elite. Yeah, well, you know, they can take a name and slap it on there, and that's called good marketing. But you know, we'll wait and see how it's priced and how the collectors react, and if they're going to sell these things.
Yeah, but I wonder if they are looking at like J&D, where people with the platinum J&D charges more, and people are like, yeah, sure, we're gonna pay for it. So they're gonna, and they hear people complain about they don't want silicone and stuff, and they're like, you know what? Here's our elite. It's resin or whatever. Is not silicone, and we can make it look just as good. Here you go.
See it? They just said here, like I was expecting them to be doing this already. Right here, that said, creating high-end items with each member of our team bringing their highest level of skill to produce these exquisite detailed pieces in the reproduction of realism. That should be happening already. Did they mention anything as to this is going to be more of like that Shumi relationship, as opposed to just being sent off to a factory, more in hand with their artists?
No,
they haven't. They haven't alluded to that.
Okay,
No.
yeah,
That's the biggest issue I've had coming out of this showcase, and it happens every time, and I don't think I paid a lot of attention to it. They just don't give a lot of detail. Like they'll announce shit, and then people have to go around asking a bunch of questions. Like with this, I found those answers from a comment that Johnny made on someone's comment. Like that's how I found the information out. And then like with the tree beard, right? You have a bunch of people asking around to actually understand, oh, okay, this is what the statue is actually going to be, right? With the hobbits and the whatever else. It's like
Merry and Pippin on the shoulder. Yeah.
Right. At least just say it or something.
Yeah, but
like,
we know part one don't care. They're like,
I know.
Shut up and buy it. You don't want to buy it? Fuck it, don't buy it.
I know, but right now they're just trying to build hype, and then but
we got to cancel something, we'll cancel it. We don't care.
So, but yeah, it's kind of annoying to not get some what I would think is some pivotal information. Like you're going to announce this whole new thing, you're going to show us some stuff. It looks nice, but you're not really going to tell us what it is, and maybe because there's nothing to say.
And even like what Jeff was saying with that Trinity, we saw that Batman and Superman have both sculpted and fabric capes. Are both coming in the box? Are they going to be different SKUs for the fabricants? We don't know. I would hope it's both in the box. But yeah, it left questions unanswered.
I feel like they always do this. You never really know until it's up for PO. Then you find out there's a DX and a DX bonus and a bonus to the bonus.
A regular and
3 months later is a variant.
Yep.
Oh. Anyone else? I know Jerry on Mark's Piggy, you went, right? You were the first one to go on it with Mark's comment.
Yes, sir.
with this one here. Mark had said, is Prime 1 targeting the elite collector?
But is the question just because of its name or because of or the potential price?
I think it
Because
could be a little bit of
everything's
both.
everything's expensive. Like I never hear people complain about like rest in peace XM, but
Wow.
I've always felt like they were expensive.
They are.
They're always close to that 2,000 or 1,500, even for quarters and stuff like that. So it's like I never understood when everybody just not to defend Prime 1, but like, oh, Prime 1's expensive. For the majority, except Sideshow until recently, almost everything's expensive. Almost a lot of companies are hitting that 1,000 or a little or slightly over.
I never had a problem with Prime 1 pricing. I always had a problem. Well, for the product, I just always had a problem with their shipping. Half the statues I didn't get from them was due to the shipping.
Yeah, to order directly from them is not realistic. The shipping is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I'd rather get it on the aftermarket. Sorry to say, but it's like
exactly.
you know,
Totally
it's
agree.
easier to get
Or you
it
go
from
through
the
like
States.
a distributor or reseller.
Yep.
That can help out with the shipping.
Speaking of elite,
Me too. I'm elite. So.
I just got a Prime 1 piece in from Comic Chase. Or was it Cosmic Chase?
Yeah, Cosmic.
No.
Yeah, Cosmic.
I'm sorry, Comic Concepts. Josh.
Josh. Yeah, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was surprised at the shipping. The same piece from Prime 1, the shipping would have been about $1,200. His shipping from where he is in Georgia was $430 for 3 big boxes.
Yeah, you can compare. You can compare the resellers shipping to
direct
Prime.
from Prime 1.
Yeah, direct from Prime. Yeah.
So he made
he shipped from LA, right? He shipped for the $400 and something. He's 30 minutes away from me. He wanted to charge me $420 for the Mega Man, and I can just pull up 20 minutes. I can't see myself giving somebody that much money in literally 20 minutes. That gas don't look like that expensive in LA.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know that was going on.
And with you, it's the same scenario with Sideshow, doing the same thing because they don't have. They want to charge you $400. You can literally go up there, open the door, and put it in the.
I would rather just pay one of the employees $100 just to bring it to me then, and I'll sign off on it. Like just, I just mentally I can't give you $420 that I know that you're 20 minutes or 30 minutes away from me. That just
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then like Alan just said what he did, and he lives in another state. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? So
Theo says he paid $400 US via plane for Batman '89. Was that direct, Theo?
Direct. Well, he lives over there where Podo,
Australia.
Right?
Australia.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's different.
Yeah, I feel like Prime's always been. I don't know. Do you guys believe in the? Are you? Do you believe to have the same thought process as collecting? Especially now, it's a tiered system, and you kind of gotta pick your lane. What lane do you want to be in? Not to say you can't change lanes. That's not to say that you can't change lanes and spoil yourself, but it's like going to a fancy restaurant. It's like buying a Rolex versus a fossil. It's not that the fossil doesn't tell you the time, but you know the Rolex is a Rolex, and right?
Yeah. I mean, I've always felt like there was levels, and basically it was like Sideshow, and then I'm not gonna name every company that's out there, but we'll just use the big ones. It was like, to me, it was like Sideshow, XM was in the middle, and then Prime 1. Then obviously J&D, and you have all these other ones, Tweeterhead and all these other companies, PCS, which are in different areas. But if you just want to pick 3, I always felt like there were 3 levels. But I'll say this: if your product's going to be 3 times more than the bottom level, it needs to be 3 times better. And I'll say this: I don't think they're always 3 times better. Even if they're bigger, even if if the paint quality is better and the sculpt's a little better, or whatever, I don't think it's 3 times better. So maybe this will be a thing where it makes more sense in the long run. The Elite Master line,
we'll see
where it'll actually start feeling like, wow, this is like not just wow, this is like amazing. So I don't know.
So Godlike Statue said, I'm willing to wait a few months to save money. And that's the issue too. Like, I'll always choose the economy shipping to save a couple $100. I don't mind waiting, but the issue is sometimes the economy shipping isn't even an option. Sometimes your only option is
Yeah.
for them to ship it by plane. And that's an issue too.
What's going on, Jimmy? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
That
Hope
money
you
to
had
ship.
a happy belated birthday.
So,
That's
or
the-
even
that's
their
that
economy
month- that's that
shipping is
month.
overpriced.
That's the month where the CEO's getting the bonus. They got to get the extra money.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
he got
the
direct
millions.
from Prime.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah,
Australia.
well, it's definitely closer to Australia. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely closer.
Star Wars Addict said he paid $400 for a custom Gamorrean bust from China that weighs a ton. Was surprised.
Yeah, it's well the custom prices, because I get customs too, and I think $320 is the most I've ever paid for the double set over here, which was 2 boxes and 2 statues. So I mean, they're nowhere close to what.
Yeah, and that's coming
Could
from
be.
China. If you're 20 minutes
And it's
away,
and it's a
$420, that's-
custom company. Yeah, and it's a custom company, which is a smaller company, and they're only making so many. They're not making thousands and thousands of statues here, so it's not like they're getting some crazy deal like Prime One. Is with shipping because they're sending tons and tons of stuff out.
And wait,
And
don't even get
comparison.
started. Don't get started on estimated shipping. It'll be like estimated shipping $212. Then when it's time to ship,
Yeah.
it's like $680.
Well, it's like the funny thing. The funny thing is this: like these companies work off this thing that like the more they sell, the higher the shipping price. Instead of the more they ship, the less it should be, which makes more sense because in any business I've ever worked in, the more stuff you ship, the better rates you can get.
Yeah.
Any business you run where you do more business with somebody else, the better rate they give you. Period. That's just the way it works. The better customer you are, the more stuff you put through them. I mean, but they don't run by that code. I guess they just go, well, what's the most we can get out of people?
Ben Hizzle's asking, is Comic Concepts legit? I haven't ordered from them yet. Lots of great statues on that site. Yeah, Ben, you're safe with ordering through Josh. We, of course, always say, at least here, use your discretion because that's for you to decide. But as a consumer, protect yourself no matter who you're purchasing from. But we have a lot of collectors. Even Jimmy's testifying here that he's ordered through them. A lot of collectors buying through Comic Concepts. So
Looks like we just got some dedicated close-up headshots of the Paul Atreides, Superman, and Kratos
okay,
in the Prime One collectors group.
let's go over there. Check it out.
See, and here's the other thing. But even between those 3 statues, I feel like there's a quality difference. I don't feel like all 3 of those are at the same level of sculpt and detail as far as the portrait.
Well, let's have a look.
And I don't know if it's because of the hair, because you don't have to deal with it with Kratos as much, and you see it more on the other ones. But it's like the hair like brings it down, maybe because it's still sculpted hair.
A lot of news here.
I think what people focus on that guy's eyes because
Those eyes are beautiful.
He's like you meet an ugly girl, not that attractive, but she has some nice eyes. You're like, yellow.
Wow.
But like, go with me here. If you saw a real person, so this looks like Timothée Chalamet. Obviously, the sculpt in the face and everything's good, but then their hair looked like this in real life. Wouldn't it look funny?
What's wrong with his hair? His hair looks crazy good.
His hair doesn't look like hair. That's what's wrong with his hair. You're making a face that looks like a real human face, and you're doing hair that doesn't look like hair. That's the problem. I think that's what Alan was hitting on earlier. The difference between J and D is it starts to look funny because I don't know if you guys used to see this stuff. They used to do these cartoons and stuff where they'd have like plastic stuff on their hair or whatever. Their hair would be plastic and their face would be weird. MTV used to do some shit like that. It kind of reminds me of that, where you got like a realistic look and then you got this plastic stuff on it.
Look at any Prime One piece in your collection right now. Do you have any Prime One piece where the hair doesn't look like hair? This doesn't look like, if this doesn't look like sculpted, if this doesn't look like hair, I don't know what would look like hair. This looks incredible.
Right. It looks great for sculpted hair, but sculpted hair doesn't look right on a real person. Get what I'm saying?
I mean, the portrait almost looks like a silicone portrait. It's not.
Right,
it's done out of resin, and it has a very high degree of realism. But then you put that helmet on top of his head, okay, as opposed to real hair. It kind of knocks it down a notch.
So you would prefer rooted here?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
If
I
it's
think-
elite, be elite.
Well,
Only half
what
elite.
you-
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
you-
Like my point is at a point of realism, you have to do everything that way.
Yeah, but you think you would be able to pull off these curls in rooted?
Sure. They did it with Wonder Woman.
What, J&D?
Yeah.
Curls like this?
Oh yeah. They did a beautiful job with the Platinum Wonder Woman. Right out of the box, it was like perfection.
See, John, that means you're not elite. You didn't even know about that one.
I know about it. I'm gonna pull it up. I don't agree. I just don't agree. That's all.
Is it
Okay.
a gold
I
suit?
think it looks good.
Gold suit?
I think this is stunning. And to get short hair like this, rooted, curled like this, I think most collectors would prefer the sculpted hair. To be frank,
Should I put it up, John? I got it right here. Is it the gold suit, Alan? Wonder Woman 84?
If you,
No,
yeah,
not
whatever.
the
You have
84. The latest one.
the platinum one. Regardless,
Yeah, yeah.
this looks good. Even Superman here.
Oh,
The
yeah, I
face-
see it. Yeah. Shit, yeah. She looks ready. Okay.
The faces look good.
I think the argument is valid if they end up being J&D price.
Right.
Okay,
so
So
you're saying
they'll probably
you're-
price it under.
So you're saying for that price point, so you're saying to be listed as elite and for that price point, it should have the rooted hair to be considered.
Well, we don't know the price point.
I understand, but more or less, I can't see it being this price point. That's for sure.
Yeah, if it's not the same price point, then I
mean-
don't think the argument is valid. At least to me.
But how much is J&D?
I mean-
How much does this one cost right here? What's the retail with this? Is it
35.
Yeah, 35 to 3,600. Yeah.
And 35, she better come over here with that outfit. Yeah.
Jesus.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about the portraits?
Oh, they're great. They're really, really good. I mean, that's the whole reason I brought up the issue with the hair is because the portrait's so damn good. And I don't even think it's a money thing. What I'm saying, I'm just saying there's a certain point of realism where when you don't have realism, with it, it starts to look weird. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even talking about price. I'm just saying there's a point where this is on the edge of that, is what I'm saying. That's the point I'm getting to. This is on the edge of starting to be so realistic that then anything else that doesn't match that realism takes some people out of it. Am I saying that's everybody? No. But obviously Alan and me are both on the same page of like, this looks like a plastic helmet
Yeah.
put on a person. And it just starts to look a little uncanny valley to me. But that's just, I mean, that's the each collector's,
Yeah.
And John, so this is what D-Rock was saying, I think.
I think it was just wow.
That is
Stop
That is
motion.
not it.
I think it
No, I'm
was
actually
good.
thinking about when they would take like the real people and put like plastic parts on their face and their head.
I remember he showed that.
I think it's smart. I think it's smart for them not to go the route of J&D, which means that they can't go the route of J&D for pricing, but to stick to the
Right.
sculpted hair and sculpted portraits. I think that's smart.
I think it opens up their fan base. I think more because you hear it a lot. There's a lot of people that don't like the silicone and rooted hair.
Right. And I think that's the market they're going to target. They're going to target right under the J&D market if they're smart. That should be the whole goal of this, is to provide you enough of it, price it under enough just to get all the people that might have been thinking about grabbing a J&D but were on the fence and go, no, I'm going to come over here. And
Imagine Fraser with a
You're
real beard.
You're telling me if you saw this, this wouldn't pass for J&D. J&D doesn't root the beards. So you're telling me if you saw this wouldn't pass for J&D? We knew nothing about this, and this was posted. Which company would you guess this would be from? I think that this could pass. That skin texture, that paint, I think that could pass for J&D any day of the week. If you look at the am I crazy? The chest and the head portion.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know. When I look at this,
I mean, obviously on this one more than any of the others because he's got a beard and no hair. Right? So this one is the one that I was saying looked the best when I said I thought there was quality differences between the three, this is the one I think looks the best out of the three.
Oh, there go, there
And
go
I'm
my
not saying
Curve.
it wouldn't compare to J&D. I'm just saying, like, marketing wise, do they really want to compete in that market, or do they want to come in a little under and save some
Underneath.
people a little bit of money and get that market share? Just from
Put
a
on glass,
business
Joe.
standpoint.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, Grifter. Happy Monday. Overall, better. Do you think that can you see the difference from, I guess, their other master line to this elite? That's the change in portrait? No, that's a joke. Are you serious?
Yeah, we
Just
already
a
made
little-
fun of that.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's horrible.
ridiculous.
It's a like the quarter scale has three. It has one that's actually screaming. Then one that's more like it's like a
Oh
grimace.
yeah, that's pretty bad. That's
But
pretty
Like, I
Farm
don't know
One
why they
has
didn't
this
add the
pattern.
screaming one to this.
They have this pattern. There's always two head sculpts that are pretty
Right.
much fucking same.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
just
That's
open
how
his
it
mouth
was
a
again.
little?
That's how the
Or-
quarter scale is. But
Yeah,
it
explain
has a third one. It has the actual screaming one. Don't know why this doesn't have it.
Just
Yeah,
a little
it's
snarl.
Hmm.
It seems to be a little darker too.
Jerry, you had the quarter scale, right? Does it
Yeah.
look similar to this guy right here, or does this look just killing that quarter scale from the paint and the sculpt? And stuff?
It does look better. Again, the quarter scale came out a couple years ago, but
Yeah.
yeah, this does look better. Like the quarter scale looks good. I have no complaints.
Cypher says he rushed home to catch this. Put your feet up,
Hmm.
Cypher. Kick back, relax, man.
Speaking of the Kratos, have y'all seen the full? Y'all have seen those images of the full statue, right? That and the thorn.
Yes, sir.
We can get off the elite collector stuff and go to something more fun. Have you seen the sizes that these things are going to be?
Yeah, I think they said 95
They call it
centimeters.
elite black.
So the Kratos is 95 centimeters, and somebody said the Thor was going to be 105.
Yeah, something like that.
That's-
Johnny confirmed it.
105.
That's freaking huge, man. You're talking
also
over
con-
40 inches.
Yeah,
Also
41
confirmed,
inches, 41.5. Yeah.
Final Fantasy's going up this year.
I'm really
wow.
interested to see that price because that's a simple as base.
That's what I'm
But I feel
saying.
like because of Square Enix, that shit's gonna be like 1,500, 2K or something at least.
I also
Which I,
also
don't think
feel
it should
like-
be.
Do you think that those three characters, obviously Cloud should have been there. Do you think that those other two are as strong as they could have been if it was two from the team that they released? Like Tifa and Barrett or something like that? Like the
No,
three?
I think. Well, he said that they're gonna make.
I mean,
they're gonna make-
Sephiroth would have been.
They
Sephiroth
said that
obviously.
they're gonna make Tifa and Aerith. I think they made the right three to start. I think if you played, especially with this new, because they're going off of the
going
newer
off the new
remake and
game,
all that
yeah.
stuff. So Zach makes sense. When you
Because
play
Zach wouldn't
that.
have made sense off Final Fantasy VII originally.
On the original, no, but with the remake and everything,
Mhm.
I think he makes sense. And of course, Sephiroth.
This
Like, I feel
reminds me
like
of
sometimes
Vision.
people like Sephiroth more than Cloud.
This thing
That's
reminds me of
true.
Vision. This little rat down here.
But he did say that Johnny did say that they're gonna make Tifa and Aerith.
Did he step away? Fuck, he didn't get the joke. That's bullshit, you guys. That's
Yeah, he
we'll
stepped
save
away.
it. We'll go back.
But that price range is gonna be interesting because again, they're simple. Like I feel like they should be at most 1,000. They shouldn't be
D-
over. But the
D
Square
says-
Enix is interesting.
If you look through the comments that Final Fantasy post, he said the price will
Nier.
be comparable to the Nier release, Nier Automata. It won't be 12K.
Well, what was the Nier Automata over $2
But
grand?
the
Yeah.
well,
it
the
was-
Nier was a 1/3, and then they did have the dial that I believe was quarter, but it was a dial.
Oh, the Nier Dio, maybe that's what they mean.
I don't remember how much that was, but still, it was a dial. You tell me
No,
one
yeah,
of
it
these
was-
pieces
No,
is
there
going
was
to
a quarter. There was a
equivalent to
quarter
a-
scale that was a little over 900.
be. Oh, there was
Oh,
a
really?
single quarter.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
single
right.
quarter.
Oh, okay.
over-
Now we're
yeah, it was
now we're
around-
making some sense.
Yeah, it was like 950 or something like that.
Okay. All right. That's what I would expect then.
So $9.99.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I agree. I'd get Cloud for $9.99 for
I
sure.
bet it won't be.
It'll be more than
Now that I've said that, it'll be
I
12,
don't think it'll be
13, 14.
crazy. Yeah, maybe like those probably
Vision's-
back in there $1,200.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, with
Vision.
them going up.
It'll be
Vision,
12
we
if you
got-
get all the swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
We found you,
11?
Vision.
Yeah,
Look.
probably the deluxe would be 12.
Here's your
Aw.
lookalike, Vision.
Right
That's you
there,
right
the
there,
elite.
man. That's you right there.
Is that an elite mouse?
I like this torso,
Elite master
torso
line.
stand here. I like that torso stand, honestly. My camera keeps going on. What the fuzz?
That's like the size of the actual mouse. Is that
It's
that
the
one to one?
computer. It's the computer equivalent of looking in a mirror and it cracking.
Wow.
You know what, Vega?
You an ugly fuck. I don't know what to tell
I'll-
you, man.
I'll
Your
use this
camera's
camera.
telling.
I'll use this camera for now.
What do y'all think of the base on that Kratos? Is it too much? You got pictures of that, Vision or Joe?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it, man.
I feel like don't we kind of always say that about Prime 1?
It was just
Yeah.
it's just so tall and has so much on it. Like
I think they always do just a tad too much.
it's like a tad.
Beautiful.
I agree. It's like a tad.
Look at all
too
those
much.
colors. Look at that.
I know.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I think it looks
Yeah.
good, and I don't know.
It's
I guess I'd
almost
rather
like-
have the height.
Oh,
Then
here's
it'd
the
be-
size right here.
It'd be too wide.
Yeah.
Because usually that's my complaint, that they're too wide. The radius is too big. Is too much.
95 centimeters tall. It's going to be the similar size to Doomslayer in third scale.
Yeah. So what's that? 38 inches and 41.
Yeah, it's 30. It's gonna be like 37 and 41,
Yeah.
something like that.
37 and a half.
That's some
Beautiful.
big boys.
Which is good. Which is good because Thor in the game's like 8 feet and Kratos is like 6'6" or something.
But I also think
I-
that they like to do tall. Like a lot of their 1/3 are
Yeah.
just tall. Like even if they do a more simple base, it's still usually tall. Like I think their Witcher is like 36 inches tall. I think it has a little less going on.
Yeah, that base is a work of art just by itself.
Gosh,
Oh
come
yeah,
on.
agreed.
I love that base.
Stunning.
I'll live through Vision. This is gonna be out of my price range.
Jerry,
I'm not an elite collector.
Did you see that the Cyberpunk pieces are the real Elite Master line too?
Yeah, that might be out of my price range too.
No, don't say that.
I only
say it
want
with
2 of them.
positivity.
I only want David and Lucy.
Then it just got cheaper. It just got
And
cheaper.
Yeah, but if they're more than 1,400-1,500, I don't want them.
Oh, if they're more than 14, oh shit.
Or-
Yeah, no, I'd
Because
agree with you.
then you're looking at what, $3,000 for 2?
Or John.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
good.
me.
Plus the
Bust
ship.
your ass.
Yeah,
My
plus
hammer.
shipping and shit. No, I'm all right.
Nah, I get that.
Everybody can bring
I
a
like
piece of
I like
John.
what they did.
I'm
I like what they did with the floating Mjolnir.
Mhm,
That's
cool.
That's
that
a
was
cool
cool.
effect.
That was
Yeah.
cool, man.
I like this a lot. Vision, you need to get this so I can see it.
But my thing is the price of the other
Yeah.
one will determine that we'll get that one because $6K for both those.
Here we go. Here's Vision. This
Vision,
is
just
100%
forget
Vision.
about the Predators, Vision.
Oh.
And just get those.
Big years and all.
Big years. He ain't dark enough.
No,
You
no
know,
more
light skin.
Predators for you, Vision. Just get Kratos and Thor.
Speaking
You
of
know,
Predators,
I mean, almost convinced me to spend almost a lot this like a couple of days ago. I was like, damn, can't I
Alan-
have a question?
Alan pre-ordered 3 of these already.
I think to me, with the helmet, this is my favorite one.
Wow.
With
That's
the
high
helmet.
Just item 4.
Like that? No, that
Love
motherfucker
that
ugly.
face.
I like it with the open mandibles, with the open mouth.
Yeah,
I like it with the open mandibles with the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I think he's my favorite one. This is my favorite one from all the Predators.
No, I think I still like Jungle Hunter as a statue more, but I like Prey as a movie more. So I'd be more inclined to get.
I
this
agree.
one.
I hate to say that I agree with you, Vega. I know we're in the minority, but yeah, I think Prey is better than the original Predator.
Yeah.
Look who's here. Knight. Happy Monday night. Love that Thor. Knight
Damn right,
won our
That Thor's looks awesome.
Knight won that our hot toy giveaway thanks to Paul. Knight, that's going out to you. I spoke to Paul. Everything's arranged, labels made. That should be arriving to you soon. Congrats
I
again.
think Jungle Berserker, then this, or Jungle Berserker Scar, then this for me. This
I go
don't look
Jungle.
as good. I don't like the hair. I hate the hair. I hate that little flingy shit. Whatever that is.
So silicone hair now, different.
Don't like
No
that.
hair dryers. This is silicone, some new technology they're saying. So
It doesn't even
Do
look
you
like
think
nothing
it's
like the
because
movie.
it kept on
Oh,
breaking on
nothing
people?
like the movie.
I think it's
that hair
people had to pull out the hair dryers and stuff to sculpt them, and they're like, I'm paying $4K for a predator, and then I got to pull out my hair dryer.
I'd rather do that than have it accurate, somewhat accurate to the movie compared to that. Though, if you bring up the movie picture, it's not that thin. That look like an African that's losing their hair and trying to keep it.
Oh,
Or somebody with
man.
dreads.
I was thinking more like licorice, but maybe that's just because
He went to a good hairdresser.
Yeah.
Alan, the real predator collector here. Are you grabbing this?
Okay, probably not. That
Oh.
Okay, that's the short answer. Probably not. I mean,
Okay.
I've got the jungle, I've got the city, I have the berserker coming, and I have Scar. And
Jesus.
those four to me represent, the predator line. This one, I hate that unmasked. That is one ugly. You know what?
Mother.
Yeah.
Even the dentist on this one.
Dreads, those rubbery dreads really kind of bother me too. I don't know.
Nice.
I like the more traditional looking predator as opposed to this one. I understand a lot of people like this, and that's great. They like the movie, and so it has meaning for them. And so I say, yeah, I'm encouraging. Go ahead and get it. It's gonna be Prime 1. You're not gonna be disappointed when you open up that box. It's gonna blow you away, like all of these pieces do. But for my collection, I'm gonna pass on that.
Fair enough.
And don't forget that they are coming out with a Elder from City Hunter, and that one
So
might
if you don't like City Hunter, you can get the Elder and still have the representation of that movie.
Let's see if we have it here.
They don't show much of it.
No. We'll get to it. Oh, here we go.
And he does have the dueling pistol, which is very cool.
Yes, he does.
City Hunter, like he lived, like he like an OG, like been around. You see the piercing he have? He ain't playing no games. He was out there all the predator ladies. Living it.
That's it. What else did they show? Here's your tree beard. Oh, this looks really good though, man. Holy mac.
How big did you say that was going to be? Like the
this
size?
is quarter, so I think Alan was saying 5 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, the 6 scale version that Weta did was 40 inches tall.
Jeez.
So I worked out the math that this guy is going to be at least 5 feet, whatever the base is going to be. So it's going to be 60 inches plus.
Just start building the new wing, Piggy.
Oh no, yeah, I don't have room.
This could be part of the plant collection, really.
It could be.
Yeah.
That's why I was sitting here plotting. That's why I asked. I was like, could I put it in the corner somewhere?
Just put them next to Ivy.
No, dude, it's going to go in your arboretum.
It's a garden piece, man. Put it outside.
Yeah, you put all the ivies around them.
Let's see what the shipping's going to be for this 5-foot statue.
Apparently,
you guys,
it's $2,000.
Mary and Pippin will be included. The Hobbits will be included.
How many boxes? There'll be like 5 boxes.
It's a crate.
Is this considered as the elite as also?
No.
They don't even. Prime One doesn't even do crates, right? They just keep adding boxes.
Yeah, I'm terrified of that shipping. I'll just bring a real tree in the house and carve it.
They're just gonna send they'll send the full container to your house.
Right? I was like, do we do a crate or we just add a 6 box? Just do another box.
Yeah, but I mean that tree beard is going to have the quarter scale Merry and Pippin plus quarter scale orcs on the base as well. So that's just a masterpiece.
I'm curious if this Wonder Woman, Superman, and the Batman is it going to be the same price at a 1/4 as like the LBS line?
Well,
Or they
the
want
LBS
like $1,000?
No, I can't see. This is not going to be the same price as LBS.
I don't think they'll be that. No. 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$9.99.
$9.99 to $11. I'll give it somewhere in there.
This was a 1/3 and it gives you both capes, right? And then they say, which line would you prefer? Like you can't change anything. It doesn't matter what the Wonder Woman look like or the Batman or Superman. You got to pick all three. Which line would you go for?
Okay, before you answer that, let me divert because our guy Aspen. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. He actually put together Iron Studios, LBS, and the Prime. He did a trio photo that I thought was cool. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. I think it'll be get the best answer. I think that's the way to do it. Give me 1 second.
I'm sitting here plotting
Come on,
about
baby.
the Treebeard, man.
So the Weta one was 2 big ass boxes. And it was a 1.6.
The
That
shipping
would've
is
worked.
going to be so much that it'll be cheaper for you to fly over and rent a boat and boat it back yourself.
So I said I might just bring a tree in and put some carvings in it. Make my
Hey, you
own
got
tree.
3 weeks coming up. Just that year when it comes out, just save up those 3 weeks and you could make a trip out of it.
Let's knock down the wall, baby.
It's a good idea.
Okay, here we go. Which one would you take from Wonder Woman? The all right, calm down. This computer has a mind of its own. The left is LBS, middle is Iron Studios, and the right is Prime.
Yeah, Prime One was real.
I'm so surprised by my answer.
Can I keep my money?
The one in the middle looks like a Toy Story character.
I don't know. That's funny.
Don't you talk about Toy Story like that?
Does it have to be these portraits? Because I would take LBS if it's the one with the, the LBS one with the gladiator hat on.
Yeah, they cover their face, of course. They got a nice body.
Yeah.
Kiki, I love you, and I know you like to be complicated, but for today, it has to be these three. Yes,
Just
sir.
these three?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't like any of them.
Yeah, I was going to
The
say,
middle one-
forget it
The
then.
middle one looks like Angelina Jolie.
Well, the one on the right looks like Henry Cavill with long hair and lipstick.
It does.
We were talking about that during the showcase.
Oh, really?
I'll show it.
Oh, okay.
I'll show it,
Yeah.
Ben. I'll show
If I-
Joey.
If I had to, I would still go with LBS.
I think so.
Out of these three portraits.
Yeah, that would be my choice as well. LBS.
Okay. Ben saying Iron Studios. Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking Iron Studios as well.
Really?
I don't like. I especially don't like either of the other two portraits. I think they look horrendous.
I think the girl in
Iron
the middle
Studio.
looks like old girl from the Warriors that was on that Too Close for Comfort show. You know the chick from the Warriors with the long black hair? That's kind of who the Iron Studios one reminds me of. It just
We were
doesn't
all-
give me Wonder Woman.
We're all born at different times, Figgy.
But everybody's seen the War. Well, John, you don't watch any movies, but everybody's seen
Oh.
the Warriors. Everyone's seen the Warriors.
Okay. Fatal saying LBS for the win. I do agree with him though. The Prime does look lifelike.
But
That
don't
man
forget,
definitely looks lifelike.
you get 3 or 4 other portraits with LBS.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sure, but we were choosing between these three.
Okay.
It's
fair
still
enough.
LBS. It's
I think
still
I'd go LBS. Yeah, personally.
But
I mean,
overall,
but I'll tell you
overall-
something. If they tweak that Prime one though, with that skin texture and paint,
But what about overall though? Like, 'cause we look at his face though, but like we gotta go by LBS body shape and how they're looking and look like a man and shit like that. I'll pick their Prime over all of them.
What?
Yeah, I like how she looks. Like that's somebody I'll actually
Prime-
date. Like
the
she has
Prime
a
body is the
LBS
Prime
body
body is
looks
gorgeous.
like that's like weird.
Revision. The Prime is the one on the right. You see the portrait?
I know. Yeah, well, I'm talking about her face though. We put that face up. I'm talking about overall
Oh,
body. I'm talking about
oh,
body
okay.
though. Like,
Okay.
like bring up the body, John. Cue the cheeks.
I know. I don't come. Her body's phenomenal. Prime one nailed this
Yeah,
body.
like it looks soft. It looks like a girl. Like you smack it. Okay, I see you.
So just throw the
Last
paper
word.
bag over the portrait. And
Hey, I'm not worried about her face. I ain't marrying her. First of all,
I
I'm
love
Travis.
it. I love the chrome effect that they achieved on her costume.
Yes. Yeah.
absolutely.
What's this computer doing? I don't know.
The
Okay,
Iron
so-
Studios one. The Iron Studios one looks like Lord Farquaad with a wig on to me. Go back and look at it.
You put some
Tell
respect on Lord Farquaad's name.
She's got chin for days. Look at this Prime one body.
Lord
though.
Farquaad wished he was Wonder Woman. Come on.
God damn, this body's good.
Well, that's definitely
Wow. They prove that?
Dang.
Nah,
Dude,
I don't know
they
if
haven't
this is
approved
gonna,
it
I don't know
yet.
if this is gonna
Ain't
get
no way.
approved.
Nah, it's
That's
not gonna get
Photoshop, man.
approved.
That's got to be Photoshop.
Fella,
For-
that's wax.
for-
I don't know about
Yo,
that.
let me tell you something. For Vision to ask if they approved it, I doubt it, man. I doubt
No,
it.
approval was still pending.
That's got to be Photoshopped or something, man, just to see if anybody would catch it. Ain't no way.
I like the base too. The base is simple, but it's just the price better be simple.
Okay, here's the Batman. The left is this computer's possessed. The left is Iron Studios, the middle is Prime One, and the right is I was gonna say Alex Ross. Shit, LBS.
So for this one, I would take Prime Studios, Prime One in the middle.
Prime Studios, wow. Elite studio name, huh?
I don't know, bro.
North
Okay, cool.
Carolina.
The middle one's okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, me too. The whole statue overall, I'll take that one. Prime One.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I'll take Prime One. I mean, I think the other two, these portraits, they are more Alex Ross like to me, but I don't like his art. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily change it too much. I'd still choose Prime One, LBS. But
I will tell you this: I wish this piece was 1/3, man.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I would buy this in a.
Why wouldn't you buy it in
But
quarters?
think about it, those Iron Studios.
I will still consider it in a quarter. I still will most likely get in quarter. The only thing with quarters, I got the DC Direct one sitting in a box over there, and it's very similar. But
I'll
I
just leave it in the box. Then you don't
the only
have to
reason I say 1/3 is because I'd love to have this next to my 1/3 Batman's, but I would still pick this up in quarter.
Okay.
Very nicely.
Is Iron Studios 1/4, John, or is it smaller?
I think it's quarter.
It's quarter.
Quarter. Okay. Just imagine if this was 1/3, it'll probably have better detail
Oh,
as
man.
well. So it's kind of like
It's already got better detail.
More to work with.
Okay, last but not least, this picture's not the best, but just work with it. Superman. Left
hate
is
Superman.
I want to say left is LBS.
LBS, yeah.
Middle is
picture.
Prime One. That's a horrible picture, yeah. And
It
then
is.
right is Iron Studios. Yeah, I don't even know if this is fair. I wouldn't even do this one.
I would go with the LBS on the left.
What?
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
LBS improved the portrait. This one's bad. This one.
Yeah, this is the old
Is this
portrait.
not the improved? Oh, so this isn't the improved one?
Yeah, it's not the
No.
improved one. I don't think. No.
It's not the improved.
Well, I think Prime One's not even comic looking. It looks real.
Deceptive.
It looks like it goes both ways. Like comic and realism.
Yeah.
If this were the final portrait, which it isn't, so I know it's not a fair pick, but that Prime One looks light years ahead of. They all look good, but that Prime One looks light years ahead.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
Like, look at this statue, man. That cape positioning is ripped right out of the comic.
Yep.
You know that art I'm talking about, D-Rock?
I know exactly.
Holy mac. Right out of that,
Yeah.
that cape.
Yep. That's
Shit.
the exact same pose and everything.
Well, this looks better than what we just looked at.
Yeah. So.
And I do like the sleekness of the bases.
And look how nice
I think
this looks with even the fabric cape.
so.
I think the
I
piece of
am,
view on these, if you had to guess.
so I am an Alex Ross fan, not like every single thing ever been done, but looking at these, I think that they might have got some stuff from him from his photo, because he takes photos of people and uses them as reference for his characters. So these people exist. They're people he knows that he's taken photos of. I think they might have got some of those because these look like the photos I've seen of them, like even more realistic than his painting, especially the Superman. This looks like the guy's face.
They took a picture of my body for Superman. That's why it looks so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Alan laughed. Wow, did you hear Alan laugh back there? Wow.
Sorry.
I didn't hear it.
I did.
Thanks.
We all know it's Cap. Oh man, slow that up. You can see she had a thong on too. If you look
That's gonna
close.
get fixed, by the way. That Batman. That's gonna get fixed.
If they
Yeah,
would
it's too
fix
far
her
across the
portrait-
arm.
If they could make Wonder Woman's portrait just a little more feminine, get rid of that cleft in the chin.
Mm-hmm.
She looks
Yeah.
like the physique is an Amazon warrior for sure.
So the funny thing
Yeah.
about the cleft is it's actually in the picture, but it's a shadow in the picture, and they've interpreted it as a cleft,
Whoa.
like mistakenly.
Hmm.
Because
Because
the
it looks
picture that
like
they're
American Dad, man.
yeah, the
I
picture
think
they're
it-
referencing for it has like a shadow in that area of her chin showing from the painting, and I think that they just misinterpreted that it was like a divot. They need to just
No.
make that smooth.
I'm glad there
But her
wasn't a
face,
shadow.
but listen, Alex Ross's Wonder Woman's face looks like that face without the cleft. I mean, she's got a wide face. She's got a big face. She
It
looks
looks like a man.
like a damn
I'm
Amazon.
glad-
I mean,
glad they
she
didn't
don't look
put
like
a,
she doesn't look like a model with an Amazon
Oh,
body.
man,
She
slow
looks
that
like
up. Yeah.
Look, the face is not bad from this angle.
no. It's,
Right.
That's the dude.
That looked
That-
like Joe from Family Guy.
Is that a Adam's apple I'm detecting there?
What about the outfit? D-Rock, out of all three, like LBS, Prime One, and Iron Studios, like the Superman looks real. They look like I know it's sculpted, but it looks like it's cloth.
No, yeah,
Tato
it looks.
said
It looks
Prime One has
Prime
already
Prime
said
One's,
they'll fix the bat on the chest, the bat logo.
yeah,
Yeah, they said
Prime
that already.
One is ahead of everybody in the sculpt and the paint, obviously. Yeah, in the like costumes for sure.
Man, and this is 1K each. I'll get 2 of those for sure. 'Cause they do have to fix
Oh,
that real face. I can't
yeah.
have the Brody in here.
I mean, that Batman versus
would
the
have it
Batman
played
from Iron
just like this.
Studios is not even in the same ballpark.
Look how good that cape is hanging off of Superman's back.
Yeah, that drape, that little extra drape in the back is perfect.
No, this is good. I would like to grab
Look at his
these.
chest. It's up high, like say it with the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did well here.
They're really
These are
vibrant.
these
yellow
are
signs.
these are damn near perfect. Get the cleft out
Yeah.
of her chin. It's pretty much there.
Hey,
the
Freddie,
little,
what's going on?
The little edge of the bat symbol needs to come in, but otherwise,
Freddie, if you want to hop on,
Mm.
anybody in the chat wants to hop on. Actually, I should have extended this offer.
Oh,
I meant to extend this offer
yeah.
at the beginning of the show because I don't think we're going to be too. Yeah, anybody in the chat, I meant to extend that offer earlier. My apologies, but I put the link in the chat.
So the Trinity is made in collaboration with Blitzway. I'm just really interested to see whether we continue to see that moving forward with the announcement of the Real Elite Master Line.
They're not elite.
Not if Blitzway's involved in.
Do
Jokes.
we see the price yet or no? I see the price.
No,
I
nothing
think it's-
yet. Nothing yet.
Mm.
I think $9.99 is on the money.
Ooh, I'll get it. It's $9.99.
Oh,
$9.99?
Yeah,
So it'll definitely not be $9.99
Yeah, they
Why do
can
you-
price that, you know.
why do you say that?
What do you think it is?
because you said it's on the money.
Because if you look at Superman Hush, that's a pretty big quarter scale. I think $9.99 to
But then if you look at Batman Hush,
yeah, exactly. I'm trying not to look at it.
I forgot about that.
How about this baby? This is cool.
And that's not Berserk Batman. That's Berserk. They just put Batman name
40
to make some money.
pieces.
how many boxes do you think this will come in?
There's 2 boxes.
Look at the base.
Oh.
It's Bane.
Oh yeah, that,
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Bane? That's what. Was my
Yeah,
question.
it looks like Bane.
it does look badass.
Look at
It does
that
look
cape,
cool,
man. That cape.
I think this
The
is
cape
gonna
is
be like
dope,
3.
man.
Unless they double layer it, I think this might be like 3 boxes.
Yeah, it's huge, especially with that damn axe.
And you can put a drink in their
Yeah.
hand. Hey, hold this drink.
Man,
That
that
cape
cape
alone.
is so
Look how
dope.
They
It's
made,
like
they
Berserk
made that.
Matt mixed with Shredder. He had the Shredder claws.
They made that
That's
Bane
one thing
like
I gotta-
Zod sized.
I gotta give Vision credit for is the jokes. Just he doesn't forget the jokes. They continue from Friday. It's the same joke from Friday. So
Hey,
like,
hey, somebody else didn't hear it. Mike was in there. Mike put it in there.
too much talk lost. So just
I
The next, time I
imagine.
get, the next time I get a Prime One piece, I hope they send these 2 people over to put it together for me.
bro, Alan, look at this
You will
axe.
see me and John roll up.
They should at these prices.
Exactly. Can you imagine? That'd be great. Alan,
I
this,
feel like this looks kind of like out of
dripping
Elden
blood.
Ring.
Yeah,
that
it
dripping
does.
blood. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think this is going to end up being a low edition size.
Yeah,
All right, so Vega, what's the price you think this would be?
Too
Actually
fucking
gonna be like-
much.
like
Yeah, a
Too much
lot.
99.
30, like 35.
Good lord.
You want your Predator
I think
territory?
I think a lot of stuff that they revealed at this last showcase is going to be 35. Personally,
Yeah, I agree. This is gonna be expensive.
like $3,000 over seemed to be their target for a lot of the stuff they
That's
showed.
genius how they did that. Like,
I mean, that
stand there.
orc. What do you think the orc's going to be?
That much.
With two bases
the
front to
cave-
how deep is that
Cave
thing
troll,
going to
the
be?
cave troll.
Cave
Like
troll,
orc.
sorry,
Yeah,
cave
yeah.
troll, not an orc.
What's
Cave
this guy
troll.
talking about? Cave troll.
John,
Man,
you
that
never
Batman
seen Lord of the
looks
Rings.
terrible.
Don't be talking about.
Yes, I did. Don't be coming at me. Hey, Lord of the Rings is
One of the few.
Sorry, I have a life, everyone. Sorry,
John, did
Just
you
the
start
first one,
RoboCop
or you
yet?
saw all three.
I didn't.
Have you seen the Rockies yet?
I'm working on it, guys. I have a life. This was for Ben Hizzle. Quick, he wanted to see a jury. A Street Fighter, I'm assuming.
Yes.
There you go for Piggy and Vision. Some feet.
I want to see this neon light up. That has
Some big ass feet.
to light up.
Questionable.
At least she looks like a girl.
Yeah.
That effect is
Imagine that foot on your chest. Are you trying to get it in, man? That's too big, bro.
some spaced out. You got spaced out toes there.
You need that increased surface area for balance, John.
Wow,
That's why you space the toes out.
really?
Mhm.
The third scale Sauron. Another just insane piece.
How
They're
tall is that
crazy.
thing gonna be?
Oh my god,
That's
Oh,
1/3
they had a
too, right?
picture of it.
1/3.
Yeah.
Man,
I think we're too far now,
Yeah.
so we can start going back up, right? Yeah.
Did they have the picture of it next to that girl? They had
No,
a
they-
picture of it next to a girl.
Did they? Let me see
Well,
if
I mean,
can
on the
find it.
show they did. I don't know if they have it here, but
Let me see if I can find it here. Quick, boom, boom, boom.
oh, that shipping, man. It's gonna be
it was huge.
$1
It's
for
going to
that
be over
Sauron.
40. It's going to be like, what, 50 inches, 48 inches?
Who?
Wow.
I think you guys are all crazy. I pick up the 1/3. Oh, are you serious? Fly kite. 1 month ago, 3 days ago.
Start over.
Isn't he like a 9-foot character?
8?
He's bigger than that, isn't he?
I think he's only like a 9-foot character. I could be wrong. Please fact check me on this. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Mm.
How
I
could
think he's
you?
like a 9-foot character, which would only put him under 40 inches. But again, fact check.
Even with that
Oh,
crown,
you
even with
guys-
that crown sticking out.
You know,
I'm-
sometimes
I was-
things stick up and you look a little tall.
Check out the quarter.
Oh,
Hey, Piggy, too much tonight, huh?
man.
Holy mac. He's massive.
Q in the midget.
Yeah. I'm gonna start talking about shipping, but that's all I see. Like, I love this piece, but the thought of the shipping.
You got room for this, Piggy?
I don't have room in my budget for the shipping costs, so no.
What if we told you we could get you free shipping?
Let's get it.
So it says 9 foot 2 inches from the movie.
Just for reference, the quarter scale was 43 inches tall.
Sheesh.
It's like that's
There we
rookie
go.
numbers, Jerry.
The quarter scale had a very tall base. This one has a very short base.
But the
I'm
crown-
wondering if
Right,
that
but he's
kind of
still
offset.
he's still elevated a little bit. So, but
The
if they
elevation
do
and
go
the
with
crown.
9 foot, if they go with the 9 foot, whatever that D-Rock just said, right, you're in the upper 30s in inches for the figure, depending on if they're measuring it with the crown.
I don't
And then
think
you
I don't
have-
think it could be smaller. I don't think it could be smaller than the quarter. So I'm thinking,
No, 45, 47.
yeah,
Yeah, so the crown probably isn't included, so that's probably gonna give it the extra like 6 or 7 inches plus the base.
Yeah, I mean, if she's 4'11" or 4'10" or something, and she stood up on that table, she wouldn't be that much taller than this piece.
That seems racial.
She should have got on that.
No, I'm
table
just saying she
before.
she looks shorter. It has nothing to do with race.
Well,
I wouldn't mind seeing her on that table just to see.
she's looking up. That's what I know. She's looking up to him.
I'm a vision.
It's gonna be. Let's just say it's gonna be over 40 inches. How about that? For sure.
I don't understand
Alan,
why-
I know you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know why they're even doing it in third scale. They did a beautiful quarter scale that matches the rest of the line in scale. Now they're coming out with a third scale Sauron. Unless they're planning on redoing all the characters in third scale, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you think
There's
that's
a
what it
bunch of
is?
people ordering this, hoping that they do more, and then they ain't gonna do
Well,
shit.
didn't
They
didn't,
already
didn't
got
they
the money.
tease? Didn't they tease Gandalf in third?
Oh wow! So maybe they're gonna
Did
do
they?
the whole scale. I mean, the whole line.
Oh wow.
Who was it
I
that,
didn't
that
know.
teased
No, that was
Gandalf?
somebody.
That was Queen. I think that was Queen.
Yeah, that was one of the
Oh,
other
yeah,
elite
yeah.
companies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Any interest, Alan?
You know, I have the original Zod in human form,
You
and
don't need
I'll
it.
never sell that piece, so no interest in that.
I thought we had a deal.
Well,
No interest. He shut that shit down. He leaving no
That
room.
looks good.
John, in your case, you're going to be looking for a Zod, and it might make sense for you to jump into this new one. But the old one's going to be hard.
I like the old one. I know, but I like a good hunt, and I'm hoping the
Okay.
collecting god. I'm hoping. I don't think anybody that has the OG will let that go for this. Personally, but
No, I don't think so either.
Just get the J&D one that's coming out.
well, that's guts,
That's
Yeah.
okay.
which
Yeah,
looks
they are the same.
really promising. They showed the dark side. The only last thing I want to see is the dark side on throne. There's one picture here. I guess is enough. Here it is in the collector's hand.
So I don't know if it's the lighting, but the paint. Well, never mind. It's probably the lighting, but the
It looks
paint
like the
on
lighting.
Yeah.
See if we can find some more pictures.
Yeah, it's
These
a
I don't
little-
really think are fair because these look touched up.
Yeah, he put him on a background and shit.
But the
think there
statue
was-
itself looked good.
Oh, you like it on Throne?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's not Maestro, but it's cool.
Wow.
Maestro,
Overall,
but
pretty good show, no? The showcase.
That's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Prime One. Yeah, the show is Prime One's good. I thought you were about this show.
This show's the best of the best. Well, really,
yeah, I appreciate you guys because this is my first time seeing some of those pieces, so I got to see it with you guys.
we're connected now, Piggy.
Right here.
If Prime One, if they put the that Batman, that Superman for 1K, I'll get those two, and then I'll think about the Wonder Woman if they tweak it, or maybe the LBS Wonder Woman because I got a vision of like a dial I could do with just those three together. Even though it's not scalable, how I would set it up, it look dope.
You think it's just gonna be 1K?
I'm hoping $999.99, the 9.
600.
This one's like, don't forget the fries.
Yeah.
Don't forget. I like this one, and then it looked like he was ordering something. And he forgot to say, "Wait."
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I can't unsee it.
The paint.
Did you buy the
This lighting looks good.
Yeah. I think I have a picture with the lights, like something like that. But yeah, there you go. You got it. That's cool.
I like that. Yeah.
Ton of bus stands.
All right.
Yeah, this lighting is completely different than what we're seeing. This looks more accurate.
That looks good.
Yes, sirree. And I think that was it. Anything else you guys can think of? Alan, you thinking of that? Well, anyone really? Is anyone thinking about that guts or that J&D guts?
So-
not for me. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful piece, silicone and all that, and highly detailed. But it's not going to fit my Berserk line. It's going to look like an oddball in my collection.
What's that little?
All you people that have J&D statues.
That's you, John?
That's Puck.
Little baby John.
Do they have to go in like? Do you need to put them in like a glass enclosure? Like, do they have to have an extremely controlled environment because of the silicone?
Nah, you don't have to do any of that shit.
I gotta do all that extra shit. I'm not buying it, man. I ain't got time for that.
That's
No,
that.
you don't
Those
gotta
are the
do-
old school concerns at this point.
If you have a cat, I would say not put it around a cat because the cat just one swipe, that thing is done. The nose will come off.
Off the cat too, then.
I'll save LBS because LBS has some pictures. I'll save that for Friday. But here's the brand of sacrifice, and look how beautiful this is. Look.
It's just gonna be
Engraved.
it's just gonna be the face. That's gonna be the make
Yeah.
or break. Like if you're taking a stylized, drawn face, and they're gonna give it their realistic touch, I assume. That could make or break.
The base is better than all the other bases that we've seen. Besides, well, I like Catwoman base with the cat, I guess, in the snow and the little.
So yeah, because they're
Yeah, I think
kind of
it's the
doing the
best
white.
base.
They're kind of doing the white beard thing, right? Making like an ultra realism out of a.
That's what I
cartoon character.
assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be more popular than that piece was. That's my guess.
Yeah.
How many did that one? How many did they make of that?
Did
That
they
was
make
limited.
Fossil
That was
one?
that was a regional exclusive.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Cool. That's not a number though.
I thought it was 250 or 300,
Okay.
Watch that
but I
out, too.
can't be
Yeah.
for sure.
But
I still don't like the pose,
yeah.
but like the whole thrusting pose, but
this one already has a rumored edition size, right?
$299.
Yeah, so similar.
so I wonder if
should
it'll
go
be
back
similar
to the-
where it'll be like just regional. Even though again, people want it, they can
Mhm.
find ways.
Right.
Yeah, they
Right.
did.
No, I think that shit'll probably sell out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
At 3,500
Yep.
And it'll sell fairly
first
quickly.
day, 2 days, 48 hours or less.
Well, it's not the platinum-y thing, right?
No, it's not full body silicone. I'm here, Stanley. It's this
Maybe a
piece of
little
shit camera. Fuck. I'm here.
No productions.
You have John, do you have Best Buy in Canada?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole revamp, man.
Yeah, Best Buy.
It could be the cord. It could be. I gotta do a whole revamp. I'm tired, guys.
You mean donate a camera to you? Give me your address. I'll pull up and
Oh, this
send it to you.
is a brand new camera I picked up like a year or so ago. The Razer Kyle Pro. It's good. Could be the cable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
cable.
I think I have that right here too.
Maybe it's a laptop.
I know.
You keep saying you need a new laptop.
I find it's with the lighting. When it's really bright lights,
Oh yeah,
it
that's
has
the one.
problem. It shuts itself off and thing.
So
If
it's
I
is the moose in the wiring again.
This computer's so old. If I unplug my microphone right now and plug it back in, my computer restarts.
What
Honestly.
You need
the hell?
no more statues. Get a damn computer.
Yeah, for real. I think you found the problem. I think you found the problem.
He'll spend thousands on a statue, like but cheap on a computer that he uses every week.
It's the same as the holes in your underwear, right? It's the same thing.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
That was a good joke, guys. Come on, that's like the thing. Didn't you ever see the photo of there's a collector looking at his collection, and he has.
But John, how much you do YouTube? You would think a laptop would be a priority.
See, here's the problem. Okay, can I tell you the honest problem? I don't know where to start. Where is to buy a computer? I don't know where to start. Do I get one of those little Apple boxes and a nice big screen? Do I get another laptop, MacBook Pro, and a bigger screen? I don't know where to start.
You don't even need a Pro anymore. The MacBook Airs are ridiculously powerful. That's what I bought this year to do work.
That's
and
what I'm
stream
using right
and
now,
everything
a
else.
MacBook Air.
Yeah, but the new one's not even the same thing.
But
not
how
even
old
the
is it?
same ballpark.
2017.
So you don't even have
Yeah.
Apple Silicon, anymore,
Yeah.
right? They're still running on Intel.
I was using a 2016 MacBook Pro for a long time, and I got this 2024 MacBook Air this year, and I upgraded just a few things on it. It's worth it, man. It's worth every penny. I don't need a Pro anymore for anything.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
think.
I have.
How much are
I
they
don't have
going
a
for,
MacBook.
D-Rock?
I have a HP, but I upgraded a couple things. It's one of the thinner ones, and it works
Yeah.
great. I connect the
This one's
monitor
great.
to it, and
Yep.
And
How much are they going for?